we completed the pole crops, bulb crops, and the root crops, and now we move. Now we move to the this tropical sugar crops. The temperate sugar crop is potato that we covered in our last lecture. Now we see the tropical tuber crops. What are the different tropical tuber crops? Sweet potato, cassava, black yam, lesser yam, white yam, and colocasia. You can go through the botanical names, family, chromosome number, and their origin. You can get from my slides. Another colocasia, elephant foot yam, tania, Mexican, Chinese potato. So sweet potato is another important tropical tuber crop. It was originated in tropical America and it was introduced to India 16th century. Potato was introduced in 17th century, 16th century sweet potato. And sweet potato was originated from the Hypometrida. Again, there is a lot of confusion about the origin of the sweet potato, whether it has come directly from the Hypometrida or it might have come from the natural hybridization between Hypometrida and some unknown species. And sweet potato is a hexaploid, Qn is equal to 6, is equal to 90. This is the most commonly repeated question. Hexaploid crop sweet potato and the chromosome number Qn is equal to 90. This is the most repeated question. So here whether it is auto hexaploid or allo hexaploid. Again, there is a lot of debate is going on, but till now there is no clarity whether it is auto hexaploid or allo hexaploid. In case of potato, the cultivated Solanum tuberosum is auto tetraploid. The cultivated Solanum stoloniferum is yellow tetraploid. But in sweet potato still there is a confusion whether it is auto hexaploid or allo hexaploid. So there is another important leafy vegetable species in Icomia, that is Icomia aquatica. This is a water vegetable also, aquatic vegetable, where the leaves are edible. So sweet potato is hermaphrodite. Sweet potato is having hermaphrodite flowers, but it is cross-pollinated due to the nature of the self-incompatibility. Sweet potato is having self-incompatibility. Those sweet potatoes having hermaphrodite flowers, it is cross-pollinated. Here the tubers are the swollen adventitious roots. The tubers in the sweet potato are the swollen adventitious roots, and the inflorescence is cyan, flower color is white to purple. And the most important, the difficulty in the sweet potato breeding is the anthysis occurs in the early morning, 4 to 5 days. So you have to do hybridization before that, before the opening of the flower. That means you have to go to the field early morning 3 o'clock and you have to do pollination at that time. So that is a major difficulty in breeding of the sweet potato. So it is a drought tolerant crop. Almost all tropical tuber crops are drought tolerant. This take tapioca, sweet potato, and yams. Long days favor the root development and short days favor the flowering in case of sweet potato. So sweet potato is propagated by the vine cuttings. The vine cuttings of 25 to 40 centimeter length. So the high soil pH in sweet potato causes the pox and the scurf disease. Like there is a very important pest in the sweet potato, like Mucinodis orbonalis is a very important pest in the brinjal. It is a menace in brinjal, like that in sweet potato. Silas formicarius, the sweet potato weevil, is a very big menace. It is a very important pest. So far, there is no remedy for this pest in the sweet potato. The sweet potato weevil, Silas formicarius. So there are different flush varieties in sweet potato. The orange flush varieties are Srivardhini, Ratna, Kiran, Kamala Sundari, and Kusona. And the purple flesh variety is for Krishna. Krishna means the Hindu god Krishna. It is said that the Hindu god Krishna is generally blue purple color. So you can remember like that. The blue Krishna is the purple variety of sweet potato. Tapioca. Tapioca is also known as Manioc, yucca in Malaysia and Brazil. Tapioca was originated in Brazil and it was introduced to India in Kerala region by Portuguese in the 17th century, whereas sweet potato was introduced in 16th century, tapioca was introduced in 17th century. The inflorescence in tapioca is monoecious, that means male and female flowers present in the same inflorescence, but they are different. Male flowers present on the top of the inflorescence, and the female flower present at the bottom of the inflorescence, and the tapioca exhibits protogyny. That means the female flowers mature earlier than the male flowers. Stigma becomes receptive earlier than the canthodiaceans. So it is a cross-pollinated crop, and the cross-pollination is mediated by the honeybees. So where is the protogyny? In cruciferous protogyny is there, cabbage cauliflower, and in tapioca protogyny is there. And the umbelliferae protandry, carrot, onion, as proteinary. So tapioca is having very less shelf life. Tapioca tubers we cannot store for more than 48 hours. There is a physiological disorder called physiological deterioration. Physiological deterioration will start in tapioca tubers after 48 hours. We cannot store tapioca for long time. The deteriorated tubers, we can see a blue color discoloration in the tapioca tubers after deterioration. So there is important product made from the tapioca starch that is called sago sabudana. Sabudana is a very important product made from the tapioca starch. Sometimes the tapioca tubers are bitter. The bitterness is due to the presence of the hydrogen cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide is formed from the glucosides linmarin and lostroline. So based on the bitter content, I mean the HCN content, the tapioca varieties are classified into three types: sweet, intermediate, and bitter. If the HCN content is less than 50 milligram per kg, it is sweet type. 50 to 100 milligram means it is intermediate. And the tapioca tubers are having HCN more than 100 milligram per kg, they are the bitter types. Tapioca is propagated by the stem cuttings of 25 to 30 centimeter length, and there is a true seed in tapioca also. The true seed is the botanical seed. It is having the dormancy for 3 to 4 months. Based on the duration, tapioca varieties are two types. The long duration varieties are having 10 to 11 months crop duration. Whereas the short duration varieties are having 6 to 7 months crop duration. There are two varieties, M4 and M6 in tapioca, were introduced from Malaysia. The examples of short duration tapioca varieties are Sri Jaya, Sri Vijaya, and Velaini Kasva. There is a cassava mosaic disease, is very important disease in tapioca. It's a very big problem in cassava. It was transmitted by the white fly. First time, 3 years ago, first time cassava mosaic disease varieties were released by CTCRI. They are Sri Raksha, Sri Shakti, and Sri Suvarna. So another important tuber crop is taro. Especially in the eastern and northeastern India, taro is very commonly grown and very commonly consumed tuber crop. Taro was originated in Malaya or Southeast Asian region. Taro is having both diploids and triploids. And the calm of the taro is a stem modification. In case of sweet potato, there are the adventitious roots. In case of tapioca, also there are adventitious roots. In case of taro, the edible portion is the modification of the stem, that is calm. This is very important. There are two botanical varieties of taro. One is Edo type and another one is Dashin type. Edo type is Colocasia esculenta variety antiquorum. The Dashin type is Colocasia esculenta variety esculenta. So the Edo type produces carmels. So there is no mother palm. I produce the carmels, the daughter palms, we can say, the carmels, we say 15 to 20 carmels are produced in the Edo type. There is no big mother palm. Small carmels are produced in Edo type 15 to 20. Whereas in case of Dashin type, there is a big mother palm with only few 4 to 5 carmels will be there. So this is the difference between Edo type and Dashin type. In Edo type, there is no mother palm. It produces carmels of 15 to 20. Whereas in case of Dashin type, mother palm will be there with a few carmels 4 to 5. The Edo type is generally grown in India. That is the Dashin type is popular in Pacific and Caribbean islands. Excuse me. This poi, the poi is an important fermented product prepared from the taro palms. There is an anti-nutrient factor present in the taro. If you touch the taro, you can get itching on your fingers, and if you consume it, you can feel the prickling sensation in the throat. That is due to the presence of the anti-nutrient factor calcium oxalate crystals. So this is also another important question. The calcium oxalate crystals, the itching sensation in the taro is due to the presence of calcium oxalate crystals. And the taro is propagated by both palms and columns 20 to 25 grams. This is very important. Actually, the tuber size used for the planting in taro and yams is very important. They are the previous questions. The palm and carmels of 20 to 25 grams is used for planting the taro. And for yams, we will see next. What is the tuber size? So these are propagated vegetatively through palms and carmels. The size is 20 to 25 grams. And there are some important varieties: Sri Rashmi, Sri Pallavi, Bidan Chaitanya, and Bidan Jaydev. And Somova hybrid is the first taro hybrid. Somova hybrid is the first taro hybrid released in the country, Fiji, not in India, Fiji. Whereas Alufa Sunrise is another hybrid. Fiji is the country that released the first taro hybrid. So yam, there are actually three types of yams: greater yam or white yam. One is Dioscorea alata. There is lesser yam in Chinese yam, Dioscorea esculenta. White yam, Dioscorea rotundata. This white yam is also having dwarf types with 1 meter height. Generally, yams, the above ground portion of the yam is a vine, so it requires staking. Staking is a very important agricultural operation in yams, greater yam and lesser yam, because the vine grows up to the length of 8 to 10 meters. So staking is required in case of yam. Staking is an important agricultural operation. But there are particular white yam types. For some particular white yam types, Dioscorea rotundata, which grow up to 1 meter length only, bushy types, they do not require staking. This was the previous question. What is the variety of the dwarf white yam? So the white yam, Dioscorea rotundata, is having certain types which are dwarf that grows only 1 meter height. They do not require staking. There is another yam, potato yam, or the aerial yam, Dioscorea bulbifera. It produces bulbils in the aerial portion of the vine. In the leaf axils of the vine, it produces bulbils. And there is another yam, Dioscorea cayensis, which is yellow yam. Here the tuber is the swollen hypopatile. In taro, stem modification. So edible portion is stem modification in taro. The edible portion in yam is the swollen hypopatile. So Dioscorea alata, esculenta, and bulbifera originate in the Indo-Malayan region. There is rotundata and cayensis originate in the Western Africa. As I said, Dioscorea bulbifera produce aerial bulbils in the leaf axils. Yam is a dioecious crop, where the male and female plants are different, and the male flowers, the male inflorescence is panicle, and the female inflorescence is spiked. Yam is a dioecious plant. And there is an important alkaloid diosgenin extracted from the tubers of some yam species. The diosgenin is used in the preparation of steroidal drugs and oral contraceptive pills. So yam is a purely tropical crop. It cannot tolerate frost and low temperature. The short days favor the tuber production. The yam tubers have dormancy up to 8 to 10 weeks. The dormancy can be broken by dipping the tubers in 4 to 8% ethylene chlorohydrin, followed by the shade drying. But the greater yam, Dioscorea alata, doesn't exhibit any tuber dormancy, but the lesser yam and white yam tubers have the dormancy. So for planting, the propagation is vegetatively, and the planting material is tuber pieces. For greater yam, we have to plant 200 to 250 grams. For lesser yam, 100 to 125 grams. In case of Colocasia, the palm size for planting is 20 to 25 grams. In case of greater yam, the tuber size is 200 to 250 grams. The lesser yam, the tuber size is 100 to 125 grams. As I said earlier, staking is an important agricultural operation because the vine grows up to 8 to 10 meters length. So there are some important greater yam varieties, lesser yam, white yam. Sri Nilima is a greater yam variety that is having the purple flesh color, and the purple color is due to anthocyanins. There is one dwarf variety, Sri Dhania. It grows only 1 meter height. It doesn't require staking. So another important crop is the elephant fruit yam. It is also known as Suran and Jamaican. It is also popular in Eastern India, especially with Bengal and Bihar. So there are two types of elephant fruit yam. Amorphophallus perennifoliosus form a hortensis, is cultivated and edible, and the perennifoliosus form a silvestris is wild with rustidiol. And the elephant fruit yam tubers are said to be blood purifier, and like taro, because taro and elephant fruit yam belong to the same family, RAC. So they have the anti-nutrient factor calcium oxalate crystals. It causes the itching of fingers and pricking sensation in the throat. So elephant fruit yam is also having protogyne, cross-pollinated crop. Pollination is mediated by the beetles. The inflorescence at the time of maturity, that means when the stigmas become receptive, it produces a foul smell, and the insects are attracted to the foul smell, and they facilitate the pollination. Pollination by insects. Now, insects means in generally honeybees in other crops, but here it is beetle, not the honeybee. Insect here it is beetle. The pollination is mediated by the beetles. And tapioca is having protogyne, elephant fruit yam is also having protogyne, and the cabbage, cauliflower are having the protogyne. So elephant foot yam is also propagated through palms and farmers, and the tuber piece required for planting is 500 grams. Here the size of the palm for planting is 500 grams, and it is a long duration crop. It takes 7 to 8 months to harvest. And the dormancy of the tuber piece can be broken by treating with the thiourea 0.1%, GA3 and ethyl. Though there are different varieties of elephant foot yam, Gajendra is the most popular variety of elephant foot yam, and it is being grown on a larger area. So Gajendra is a variety of the elephant foot yam. That is the important question. And the Sri Atira, a hybrid was developed in elephant foot yam, that is Sri Atira, but it was not that much popular when compared to Gajendra. So there are some minor tuber crops like Chinese potato or Coleus Rolestomon, Retendifolius, propagated for vine cuttings. And there are two important varieties of Chinese potato, Sri Dara by CPCRI and Sufala. Sufala is a mutant variety of Chinese potato reached by the Kerala Agriculture University. Sri Dara also very repeatedly asked the question. Chinese potato Coleus. And Tania, Xanthosoma sagittifolius. Yambin, it is very popular in Bihar and West Bengal. The Yambin tubers are generally used for salad purpose, very sweet. You can eat them raw. The important thing is Yambin is a leguminous tuber crop. It belongs to the family Fabaceae. It is a leguminous tuber crop, Tychorhizus erosus. And all tuber crops are propagated vegetatively through tuber pieces or palm pieces, but so Yambin is propagated through seeds because it belongs to the Fabaceae family. And the seeds of the yambin contain some toxic substance called retinol. It is harmful to the cattle. The cattle, even for humans also, if we eat them, it is harmful. It is a toxic substance. There is one important variety in yambin, that is Rajendra Misri from Bihar Agriculture University. And Queensland arrowroot, known as Chema indica, and the arrowroot biscuits are very popular in India because the starch of the arrowroot, the starch of the arrowroot is very simple. The starch of the arrowroot can be digested very easily in the human stomach. So the starch of the arrowroot is used for preparation of the baby foods, like Cerelac and some other baby foods. No? For preparation of those baby foods, they use arrowroot starch because it is very simple starch and can be easily digested. So the West Indian arrowroot is Maranta ornithaceae.